Hazard downstairs. 1, 2, 3, start clapping.
It's a bit scary actually, I'm not used to such enthusiastic audiences. Before I start, there's this thing I do in my acting class that makes me a lot more confident with kind of my material. Do you mind if I try it with one? Yeah. Please, can I pick one of you guys? You miss, please. Oh, you missed it. Come on, quick. I'm on borrowed time, mate. Quick. Yo. Pick up this guy. It's really simple. You just, whenever I say I love you, you just say I love you. I love you. And just for the acting thing though, just for
okay, yeah.
I love you.
Yeah,
For real right now.
yeah, I love you so much.
I think I love you. So cute. Yeah! Hey look, it's fine, you're shy, I get it. Look. Just, you hold on to this. Actually, I'm not going to humiliate you. Give it up to my new boyfriend, please. Now I feel ready. The prerequisites of men. First thing you need to know about me is my dad was 3 things. He was a cockney, a gypsy and an armed robber. Which meant he would steal your shit, and you guessed it, he would steal your shit. But what's this got to do with me, I hear you ask? Because despite my dad comes from a travelling background, despite myself never having lived in a caravan for longer than a fucking week at Skeg, the stigma follows me around. I booked an Uber the other day and it's asking me for my traveller name. Like I have a fucking traveller name, man. I mean, I do, it's Paddy O'Barenakle. The other thing it meant is, unfortunately, my dad liked to beat his wife and kids. Yeah, I know, yeah, boo. Not good, but as my big brother always used to say, better beating up than beating off, right? Especially true, because my dad had workers' hands, they were rough. But the great gypsy as my dad was, he did have his flaws. A few years ago he did die. I told you what he did to me and my mum. No, enough, he's a bit of a cunt, alright, leave him there. But as anyone who might have grown up in a, I'm not going to ask if any of you have, but any of you might have grown up in a house ruled by domestic violence, when they finally die, it's confusing times. You find yourself grieving for someone that's a domestic abuser, do you know what I mean? So on one hand it's good, because there's one less domestic abuser in this world, right? And on the other hand, it's kind of like, who's going to stop Mum from beating us? But when my dad did die, it was kind of nice. My big brother come up to me and we're all tearful and that, because it's confusing times, I've said. And he said, don't worry bro, Billy, now Dad's gone, I'll be in Manly House, and I'll do everything Manly House did. And I just found that funny, because it's been 5 years now, he's not shagged Mum once. Obviously I feel bad making them kind of jokes, right? Because my mum's only crime really was falling in love with a violent criminal and aiding and abetting in armed robbery. I used to, yeah, and as I said about it, like not as rough as some, but a confusing time in my life. I went to bad habits way too quick. Like I used to actually drink before school, and I realised it made me a really bad teacher. I worked in a social, emotional, mental health school, which is a school for kids that suffer from a range of things, mostly socio-economic, but due to that, like their needs with autism, ADHD and trauma are extremely heightened, and they end up quite volatile and quite down on themselves kids. And it was rewarding work, but I thought, when I'm going to like save the kids, it would be really cute and they'd just take to me and be like, yes, you're amazing, I'll let you help me. But no, you're like dodging a lot of punches and shit, right? And the worst bit is, because sometimes you've got to go in holds because they might hurt themselves or someone else. And when you're being a hold, a lot of time I've learned that my head's free, they just turn, spit in your face. Yeah, and that's nasty. That's the only thing that bugged me. The hitting, the kicking, all that didn't bother me, but the spit really did. Until one day I just took the shot, I just bent my head back and hop, So, if you look like you enjoy that, they'll never do that shit again. All this talk of like these kind of needs that I never knew as a kid existed. I mean, I'm not from a million years ago, but in like deprived working class areas of Lincolnshire, it's not spoken about. If you're a kid that just fidgets during maths, you're just a little shit. Do you know what I mean? If you're too introspective, you're just down on yourself. You're not autistic. Do you know what I mean? But working with these kind of kids raised a lot of things within myself, because I didn't do good at school. I was always either messing around or losing my temper or something. So one day I went to the Senko of the school, like the person who oversees all the specialist provision, and I said, do you know what I mean? We had a chat about what I was like and stuff, and I'll never forget it. She said, no, I don't think you had ADHD, autism, or bloody trauma, Billy. She went, and I'll never forget these words, she went, you're a classic case of old school retarded. Yikes! No, I had a bit of a crazy Christmas, I'll be honest with you. I nearly died. A few of you in this room will know that. A lot of you obviously fucking won't. But it means two things. I shit through a bag now. Right? And the other thing is that I get offered a lot of gigs on disabled comedy nights, which is nice, but I just want to say to the comedy gods, that's not what I meant when I said I wanted more gigs. I could have just been gay. I could have just sucked a dick and went on those nights, but no, I'm shitting through a bag now. I get so nervous, I'm sorry. I know I seem very calm and collected, but I'm a nervous man. It's just the truth. Woo! Woo! Give it up for nervous cunts! Well, it wasn't really a scary time, because from like a few days before Christmas, I just thought I had this bad stomach pain. I thought, because it's not to the left or the right, and like, it's not appendicitis, so I'm probably fine. Being a classic man, I didn't want to go to the doctors, and even more so, I'm conscious of wasting like NHS time and resources. Do you know what I mean? Can I say a big up for the NHS just once? So I'm ignoring it. Days go by and I'm like worse and worse pain until on Boxing Day. I'm like rolling around and I have to say to my partner, sorry mate, but we can make this work. But I say to my good friend who happened to be there at the time, I say, John, I think you got to ring 101. Speak to the person, tell her what I'm kind of going through, and she's like, I need to send an ambulance to you. And this guy gets there first and he's like hooking me up to all these things. And I go, oh wow, like, I'm glad I'm not wasting your guys' time. He goes, no, you're a very sick man, like, you should have called us sooner. And that's when alarm bells are ringing, like, this is bad. And then like, a few minutes later, he mutters to himself, his body's shutting down. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I just thought I was constipated, what's going on? They cart me off to hospital and they're like squirting loads of water up my ass to see if it'll come back out like an enema. Felt fucking amazing, but nothing came of it. They're like, nothing was coming out, so like, we're gonna do a scan. Then after the scan, I get pulled into a room and they're like, look, you've got a hole in your bowel and it's spilling out all this shit and badness around your guts. Like, we need to operate on you like as soon as possible. I'm in kind of shock, I didn't really know what to say. I'm trying to reassure like my fucking mother-in-law, my partner at the time, like it could be worse. But either way, they're about to cart me out of this hospital bed. I'm going for a surgery. My partner stops me and she says, Billy, you've got to tell them you smoke weed every day. You're a chronic weed smoker, you might have a higher tolerance list in that anaesthetic stuff that put you under, right? So I'm like, right, I try to bear that in mind, like getting me to sign forms and all this. And by the time I get there, I'm just about to go under, they about to put the mask on me, and I go, wait, and he's like, what's up? And I go, I've got to tell you something. He goes, what? And I say, I smoke weed every day. And he just high-fived me. But yeah, he actually just looked at me like, what the fuck are you on about, dickhead? This isn't the time to brag. We learn. I will finish on this one bit. You've been very, very nice. It's a nice, gentle bit for you all. You, sir, do you pay for porn?
I'm not going to answer that.
Not going to answer it. Either way, right? Because if he'd said yes, you would have thought pervert, right? But no, that's not the way to view it, right? Because OnlyFans and things like that give the fucking adult content creators the power to like fucking actually get the money for what they do. You know, rather than they're just clips being uploaded to Pornhub for free, Freddy exploiting the motherfucker just to jerk it to. Do you know what I mean? They get the money for what they do. They kind of inspired me because I thought, how could us as comedians do that? How could us as comedians get the money for what we do? We couldn't make an act because that'd just be Instagram or TikTok reels. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, better yet, go into the family business, son. He's telling it's me. So who's been laughing at my fucking jokes tonight? A few of you have. Any of you lot got cash? No cash. Cashless society, innit? Everyone's got fucking card, innit? Yeah. So, yeah, doesn't matter, but how much should I put you on for?